welcome back from the break, Rams. Now, if you weren't asleep in the basement all weekend, you would have recognized that chaos ensued in the world of college hoops. From Thursday through Sunday, the madness was real, and that's precisely what we'll be doing tonight. We'll be shown a highlight from the weekend, and after it plays, we'll give a rating from 1 to 10 on our whiteboards, similar to judges from the dunk contest. Makes sense, right? So without further ado, let's view our first tape. Oh,
Four straightaway three. That's good! The lob, and that will do it. Do you believe it? For just the second time ever, a 16 beats a 1.
Okay, are we ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
I may have cheated a little bit.
A little bit. Went a little over.
The reason why is because we have been talking about Purdue since the beginning of the semester here at CTV. Mike is the biggest Purdue fan. It's become the running joke. I mean, I have respect for Purdue, but that, to me, was just insane, and I never would have expected it.
Yeah, I mean, I do like Purdue. I put it at a 7 because I really messed up my bracket. I picked Purdue. Obviously, a great win. I mean, only the second team ever to beat a number 1 seed. Although, I mean, people are saying, Virginia maybe shouldn't have been that 1 seed that 1 year, but who knows? Still a 16 seed beating a 1 seed, still pretty impressive.
I mean, it was a 16 seed, largest spread in NCAA history, and I mean, Zach Edey, one of the players of the year, and just 7-4 beast. Against the
little guys.
Team in the entire D1 basketball. It's David versus Goliath. And David really came out on top there.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, why I loved it so much, because it's just a true underdog sports story.
Yeah,
and so that's why I loved it.
Yeah.
And just way to,
part of the madness,
March Madness, which is awesome. And okay, I don't know if anything will beat that one, but regardless, here's our next highlight.
The Cavaliers are playing with 4 guards, and the 4 guards out there, along with Cedric, are their best free throw shooters. Clark in a straight jacket. Oh, he didn't need to do that. He threw it away. Hing, Pegues. Thurman leads.
Okay, we ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right, Dylan, what are your thoughts?
So I put that as a 9. While not quite as spectacular as the Fairleigh Dickinson win, I think that is just so awesome for Furman, a team who hasn't made the tournament in nearly 40 years, to get that big win. And it's just at the last second, too, just able to get that big kick out, get that big 3, and it's just, that's what March Madness is all about.
Yeah, that was absolutely a crazy play. I mean, that pass, not sure where that was going, but, Furman gets the win. I mean, I did choose Furman in a few. That's why I put it at 9. It really helped a few of my brackets. But, I mean, that's still a crazy win.
I don't know. Virginia lets me down so many times. I just think that they've always been kind of average to me, and they've proved it, as we can see.
It's kind of expected.
Yep.
I just had a gut feeling. I picked Furman in literally every bracket. That was the one I did not change. And so I said 7 because I just wasn't that surprised. I don't know.
I get it. It was kind of expected. They've had those bad moments in the past.
We talked about them losing as the first ever 1 seed, and so they've been susceptible to upsets, and Furman was ready for the taking.
Yeah, I think they took it to their advantage for sure.
For sure.
Wow, and that was just early on. Afternoon on Thursday, fans got an exciting taste of the madness early on. Sure. That is, if you're not a Virginia fan. Okay, here's play number 3.
Desperation heave. That'll do it! Next stop, Seattle. Ole Miss to the Sweet 16.
With this possession, Harden, step through, rolls in, she gets it. No timeouts left for Indiana, 3.3 remaining. Moore McNeil with the ball, takes it, has it stolen away. Another number 1 goes down.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
So for me, the reason why I give this a 10 is because I was informed that for the first time, I believe in 25 years,
this is a pretty long time.
First round of 32, 2 number 1 seeds are eliminated. Oh, yeah. So that's pretty impressive to me.
I mean, 2 really good teams,
yes.
too. I'm not trying to discredit the teams that won, obviously, but those number 1 seeds are some number 1 seeds to play against.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
I put mine a little lower for this time around because I think that the talent gap is so much shorter than in college basketball, especially women's college basketball. That's the reason we're seeing all these upsets. And so I think that Stanford, they've been a beast, a Goliath in years past, but this year they're not quite as good. And I'm not entirely shocked that they went down a little earlier. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, Stanford, they've always been known as a powerhouse, and so that's just kind of why, it's kind of a Purdue situation. Like, they've always are in the talks of being amazing, so that's why I think it was really good. And, we didn't see that one coming. Women's basketball is a lot more competitive than it used to be, and I'm all for it. All right, on to our 4th clip.
It's not in play.
for the tie. Looking off the screen with Coles. There's the double team. They get it out of his hands. Coles inside. Desperation. He's high. It's Jacoby Coles.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
A little small.
Mike, what do you think?
I'm going with a 9 here. I think it was a really, really good game, really entertaining game. It wasn't like speaking to me on any like super high levels though, but definitely a really good game.
Those were a pair of really solid teams. They
Yeah.
were both. We saw Arizona State earlier today. They're a very good team, and it took a lot from TCU to take them down. I
Yeah,
mean, just
definitely.
a really fun game to end off the round of 64.
Yeah, I think they're, we've seen out of these, clips here, they're pretty more evenly matched than,
Yeah.
defeating a 1 seed. So, agreed. I think it's just
Yeah.
around an 8. And those 6-11 matchups are something else. And finally, we have this shining moment.
Off the window for the lead. Grisha, no good. Princeton's going to keep dancing. Win this thing. Princeton's going to keep dancing. Wow.
Okay. Ready?
Yep. 2.
I think we'll save Leah for the end. We'll start with Mike. Mike, what do you think of that moment?
I'm going with a 10. I mean, it's an Ivy League school. I don't think anyone's expecting them to do what they're doing, and they just won again.
Yeah.
So I think also adding that on top, that's super impressive. A 15 seed going into the Sweet 16, just awesome.
Yeah, just a truly great moment. I think that it's so spectacular, especially you talked about Ivy League, you talked about Princeton, just such a historic program.
Yeah,
it's really good to
definitely.
see them being good again, but Fairleigh Dickinson kind of outshined it, but it's still a 9.
Yeah.
It's still great. What do you think about that, Leah?
I hate Arizona basketball. Again, they're my Purdue. They ruin my bracket every time. Props to Princeton. It's really like a 9, but I'm just
Hey,
upset
I
with
get
it.
it. I get it.
And with that, Rams, that is all the sports action we have for you tonight. Be sure to tune in to CTV Geeks tomorrow for all of your nerd news. As always, thank you so much for watching. Have a great night, and we'll see you then.